Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy Up podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast would love to welcome Vosqueros Gang as our official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. Vosqueros Game has all your custom stickers, your custom towels, your custom tumblers, anything you need to represent your team, such as those Dallas Cowboys or even those hated San Francisco 49ers. Vosqueros Gangs have you. You can find them on all social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Vosqueros Gang as our official sponsor of the show. As always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace.
I know that's a cliche, but we must win. We will win. Win is the name of the game.
Check it out.
From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, El Paso, Texas, it's 21, Armando. 21. And from the capital city of Texas, Austin, the Hill Country, is our man, Retrofit Sports. It's Rue. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey. 520.
Stephen A. Smith will admit this team right here is legit, cause this is our year. This is our year. No wonder they be hating, cause this is our year. This is our year. This is our year. It's time to finish this fight, cause this is our year. The name of the game is win, we them Cowboys. First down, second down, we them Cowboys. Third down, touchdown, we them Cowboys. Everybody over here be some Cowboys. We be die hard. We be die hard. We be that blue.
What's up? What's up? What's up, man? Y'all know what the day is. Y'all know what the day is. It is Tuesday. And what happens on Tuesday, man? It is the Cowboy Up podcast. And man, let me introduce the crew to you. Man, to my right, to your left, to your left, to your right. It's my man from the Hill Country. It's Retrofit Sports. It's my man, Rue. What's up, Rue?
Man, what's good, man? What's good? We're still recovering, but we all right. We all right. We all right.
All right. And from and down below him, man, from the west side of Texas, Cholo Town, El Paso, the 915. It's my man, 21, Armando. 21. What's up, player?
What's up, big fella? What's up, fellas? Hey, we chilling, man. Relax. No stress this weekend. And I still ain't stressing because it's fuck the Niners.
And from the great state of Arizona. Man, if you don't know him, you better get to know him. It's our man, Mikey. 520. What up, Mikey?
Unless you got a restraining order. That's man, the fuck them Niners that week. This is what fandom is about. I know we're licking our bruises from this weekend and from our last game or our last show, but I've been ready and let's go. Let's get it going.
Hey man, that's what I'm talking about. Beach want to join in. Hey, you know what? It's gonna be a community show today. So I'm gonna put out the link. If you want to join us today, you are more than welcome to join the Cowboy Up podcast. So let me copy this link and let me get everybody in here, man, because we got things to talk about. We got things to talk about, man. I know basically what Mike was saying, licking our wounds. All our college teams lost except for Mondo's. I'd say Michigan loses to Illinois for the first time. No, Indiana for the first time in damn near 20 years. Rue lost a big matchup in Austin. Mikey lost to Colorado, his Arizona, and then the 915 the Miners, took one out in the middle of the week. That's why we didn't know, because they took one in the middle of the weekend.
We actually got one. I think we're like 1-5 or something like that.
Hey, but the unis is sweet. You can't hate them on the unis. They unis is sweet. So
I know you hate to hear this, Chris, but those Illinois helmets were pretty damn fly, bro.
They were fly too, man. They were fly too, man. So, like I said, this is gonna be a community show, man. We got Cowboy Beat, man, with the fresh baby face, and then we got my man Kuiper AZ down there in Arizona.
Good, y'all.
Fellas, how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
Hey, I do want to put something out there. All right. So, Chris, you said that everybody's college team except for Mondo's lost. My team didn't lose this week.
I'm talking about.
Look here, Buckeye.
I'm talking about the main four on the show. Okay, you know what I was talking about.
If they wore those grays on grays,
he just wanted us to know. He just wanted us to know the Buckeyes won.
Hey, all right. We didn't.
If they wore the gray on grays, they fucking
win.
lost. Those are disgusting.
We didn't win. Hey, look, we didn't win, or we didn't lose, but we didn't win either. So better than losing now, especially to Indiana.
Hey, Kuiper, who is your college team?
U of A.
You lost too, huh? Damn.
Yeah. Sad.
Hey, I was watching the Michigan game. I was like, you're not about to lose to these. But then after they lost, I was like, I got a national championship in the bag. You can lose the rest of these some bitches today. I don't care.
Yeah.
when you get one in the bag, you give them a year grace period.
It's the hangover.
Yeah, the hangover.
One thing I want to add is I've told you guys, when I have free time, I will be on the show.
Right.
I had free time and I'm on the show. I'm a man of my word.
I'm so proud of you.
And not only that, I'm taking away from my vacation time to be here. So I care.
I'm about to say, you are not at home right now.
I don't know. I thought you were Jason Witten for a second.
It did look like Jason Witten, didn't he?
On the cool.
Chris, what's up, man? You must be down in Florida. You're home away from home. Oh, of course. Where else would I be? Texas? Why would I want to be there? No, I'm just kidding. Trust me. There's plenty of reasons why I would want to be there.
I understand.
And some of those reasons have two things on their chest that I'm very interested in.
This man. Chris on one tonight. Somebody take that man beer away.
He got a little bit of Mikey in him today.
Yeah, he on one today.
Hold up. I have a little bit of Mikey in me all the time, not just today.
Hey, no Diddy. On the cool. On the cool.
I was waiting for that.
On the cool.
I
just want the captain. Thank you. I was like, thank you, dude. That was a great save, Rue. Continue. Press on.
I just want the listening audience to know that Cowboys Beat is like 99% of the time a professional. This man show up in the collar, logo on his shirt, like informative, bringing you the stats, bringing you the knowledge, bringing you the facts, not the feelings. Today, I just want you to know you're getting raw, uncut Chris today. This is raw. Probably got a few beers in him. Been chilling on the beach, Chris, all day. Let me find out.
Cowboy Beast
and then he's in Florida, so you know it's uncut.
This is Cowboy Beast with the Z.
Hey, he didn't change the Chris with the K to a C now. I'm saying.
man.
Say, fellas, hey, it was a bye week, and I think we all needed that bye week, and we needed it really bad. So Chris, man, tell me, man, we didn't get to talk to you last week about that debacle that happened and everything, man. Let's just real quick, man, your overview of what happened the week before and going forward with the Cowboys.
So I want people to hear me out when I say this. I am a half glass full type of guy. The reason why last week was a good thing, because it was embarrassing. And here's the thing. Jerry Jones doesn't like being embarrassed, even though this team has embarrassed him quite a bit over the past year with some of these losses. He does not like to get embarrassed. He's feeling it right now. That's why he went out on the radio and started acting a fool. That's why he's acting a fool just in general. It's because he's feeling it. He's feeling embarrassed. And that's a good thing because, you know, I look at this team and I say, all right, sure, they can make the playoffs. That's not out of the question. But my problem is not this team, whether they're just bad or great. Like, I think there's somewhere in the middle there. My thing is, I want this team to win a Super Bowl. They have not made the progress that they needed to make coming off that divisional round berth back in 2022. That should have springboarded them into potentially making an NFC championship or a Super Bowl. But that's not the case. The following year, they lost in the first round, and they took a significant step back. They didn't need to take a step back this year. They really didn't. This is self-inflicted what they did. They talk about, we couldn't afford Derrick Henry, except for the fact that you could. You literally could. You didn't want to, though. And that's my biggest problem. Can they win the division still? Sure. I'm sorry. I have a hard time believing in Cliff Kingsbury after October 15th or whatever it is, his poor record after that time. And I have trouble believing in a Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni-led Eagles team. I think that team is fool's gold. And now, don't get it twisted. The Cowboys have their problems as it is. I'm not bought in on them either. But I'm just saying, I'm looking around the division and I'm saying, I'm not necessarily scared of these teams. And because of that, yeah, they have a chance to make the playoffs. It's not about that because this team, I don't think, is winning a Super Bowl. And that should be the standard for this team. And the fact that coming off that embarrassing loss, they looked at that and said, you want to know what? We're going to get worse on purpose. And we're going to ask our quarterback to do more with less, which is why I said on my podcast today, the Cowboys are asking Dak to do more with less, not because he's making more money. It's because of their poor decisions as a front office. Because a running back, everybody knows running backs are devalued. That's what everybody says. Everybody knows this. And yet we have Ezekiel and Rico Dowdle as our running backs. Didn't need to be that. You could have went and got Aaron Jones. I'm not even asking for Derrick Henry. Aaron Jones would be a significant upgrade to what you have. You know, the defensive tackle thing. My biggest problem was, hey, look, I respect you for taking Mozzie Smith. I respect that you looked at, a position that you weren't necessarily comfortable with drafting early in the draft, and you said, hey, you want to know what? We're going to draft a defensive tackle. We're going to go out on a limb here. It didn't work. But you want to know what? I respect the effort. But what I don't respect is doubling down on the mistake. Here's the thing. I look at Tyler Guyton and I say, hey, he's struggling a bit. I have no questions about the guy long-term as a player because when you watch his tape, there's certain things and certain flashes that he has plenty of times throughout the course of a game where you're like, oh, okay, this guy does have potential. I didn't see that in Mozzie Smith's tape last year. And I'm just a guy who drives for UPS and does content part-time. And I can look at tape and say, that guy doesn't have it. So my biggest problem was they had a weakness at defensive tackle, and instead of addressing it intentionally and addressing it in a big way, they said, you want to know what? We're going to let our first-round pick that didn't really show us anything, who also had a shoulder injury that he was rehabbing from, he's going to have to take over the reins as our defensive tackle, and we're going to have to work from there. So it's just, I get that they believe in their guys, and that's fine. They can be the foundation of this football team. But, the Band-Aids on the football team, the things that, hey, you're going to be here for a season or two, you're going to fill this role. Cowboys have to be better at acquiring those type of players. Eric Kendricks, I thought was a good addition. It would have been great if you would have gotten like 6 or 7 guys that were like Eric Kendricks but played different positions. Then I'd be like, oh, okay, you're really cooking with something here. Your foundation's good, but you're top heavy and you don't have good depth in certain positions. And that's where I think the Cowboys failed ultimately, which is why I don't think this team is going to get to the Super Bowl. And at this point, we've seen this team win the division multiple times. We've seen this team have really good regular seasons. It's time for the Super Bowl to be the standard. It always has been with the Cowboys, but I don't want people to not hold them to the standard that they should be held to.
Mikey, your rebuttal. There you go.
Yeah. At least this situation has tamed me. We could agree with a lot of the things that you're saying. There's a lot of obvious things that you're saying, but like this morning, what Jerry said about Derrick Henry, for instance. Would we use Derrick Henry, right? Rue has constantly said that with Mike McCarthy, he is not a running coach. You think the pieces are in place here in Dallas where Derrick Henry would have any kind of success that he's having now? He's running for 6.5 yards a carry. He has 8 touchdowns, and that's just for the offense that he plays in. That's why he looks so damn spectacular. I'm not saying he wouldn't have no success here. But I like what we have with Rico, but they haven't given him the ball. And the day they did give him the ball, there was success. There was ball control. And if it wasn't for Dak Prescott's follies in that game, that the margin of victory would have been larger, don't you think? It's just we haven't stuck to the running game. And what happened the last time we were on the field with a very good team, I might add, we went in and we started appeasing players that knocked on Jerry's door, crying, complaining, and they got their wish. Let's give Rico more carries. Hey, you know what's crazy right now? Everybody's astonished to see 25. What Tank Bigsby did in London. Everybody's like, whoa, 25 carries. No, 25 carries was the norm for a running back. An Eric Dickerson, a Jim Brown would tell you a running back gets better during the game. So if you don't give him the amount of carries, you're not going to see him get better. And that's the problem with us. We're playing on basketball, football, and we just want to see it, and not have the patience and let that running game grow. I want to see more Hunter Lipke and Rico Dowdle before we start pulling the whole plug and throw the baby out with the bathwater on this running game. Don't get it twisted. It's looked ugly, but I think it's because of lack of faith in it, because we saw it work once. We've seen it work. In our front office and what's happening, it's pure arrogance. We know that. It's arrogance on our parts. It's arrogance on our coaching as well, but it's arrogance in our ownership. And I've been an owner guy. That flag says Arizona, but I ordered me a flag of a Missouri because my whole new motto is show me, motherfucker.
All right. 21. What you think?
I mean, I agree with both of you guys. I don't understand, why we're not using, more Dowdle, and, we all know why Zeke got in there, right? The week before he had cried about it. But, we still have this guy that we went out there and we got this project in Dalvin Cook, and, what's that? What's that about? We're just gonna have him sitting on the practice squad. I mean, whatever, you still have that, and I don't know if Jerry talked about that this morning or not on the radio. I didn't really catch too much of the interview, but this run game we're seeing now that it's much needed. We saw it, how we control the game in Pittsburgh, with that run game and Rico having those flashes. So, I don't know where we go from here as far as with this run game, what's going to happen, but I know in past shows before we talked about how, you get the 21 touches, you kind of even it out, and that was kind of how we were winning those games, right? So, from here on, I don't know how we go, but I'm with using, Lipke and Dowdle more. And, I'm not saying Zeke is washed, but I just think that time has come. And, and I'm a big 21 guy, Zeke, that was the dude, right? But, I know his dad came out on a podcast too, and kind of was, defending him, which is good, but he, it's not that he's washed, it's just, it's not working in Dallas, but Jerry's that, fall in love with player guys, so we know how that goes.
Hey, could I add something to that real quick? Ezekiel Elliott is not washed. He serves a purpose on this team, and they're not putting him in that position. If like every team has a power back, pretty much every team has a power back. I'm cool with the Cowboys' power back being Ezekiel Elliott, but the problem is he's being put in these situations where it's like, oh, I don't know, Rico should probably have the ball right now, and I think that's the biggest problem with having Ezekiel on this team, which is I call him Mike White calls him Ezekiel because that's what Jerry calls him. So yeah, no, I'm cool with Zeke being on the team, but yeah, this whole politics thing, that was my biggest setback. And look, he's not the same guy. And I see these content creators on X talking about, oh, Zeke, he still has it. He doesn't have it. He still has it, but he doesn't have it, if you know what I mean.
He doesn't have 2016 Zeke. That's what people. Yeah, that's
not
what people,
even close.
Yeah. So, Rue, what you think about Chris's comment?
If y'all ain't gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. Zeke is absolutely washed. Zeke is washed.
No,
Zeke was washed. Zeke's been washed. Zeke is performing at 3 yards a damn carry. Stop this nonsense.
Yeah.
Y'all said y'all's piece. I stayed quiet. So it is what it is. Zeke is absolutely 100% washed. Has no business being on this team. And the fact is because he's not a true professional. Let's take 2 careers side by fucking side. Let's take a look at Derrick Henry and let's take a look at Ezekiel Elliott. 2 guys who were drafted in the exact same year. Somebody was number 4 overall. Somebody else was in the 2nd fucking round. Tell me, who's having the best year of their fucking career today? They came out in the exact same year. The exact same year in 2016. He was in the 2nd fucking round. And the fact of the matter is, Derrick Henry is a true professional. Derrick Henry spends $250,000 a year on his fucking body and his diet. Derrick Henry's not at the club doing cocaine and sitting in Cabo waiting on a fucking contract.
Cocaine in the back of the ride.
Say whatever you want.
Why you gotta talk bad about cocaine for?
Hey, it is what it is, man. Don't be doing that shit and playing pro fucking sports. You want to do that shit, do it when you retire. I'm not. Hey, look, if you're still performing like Michael Irvin on that, I'm not mad at you. But
the devil's
he's not, and he hasn't been since he got that contract. The dude is running 3 yards a carry. The fact of the matter is, the only time I ever want to see Ezekiel on the field is on the 1 freaking yard line. That's the only time I ever want to see that man on the field. And honestly, I don't even really want to give him the ball. I just want him to push Dak into the fucking end zone. I don't have any reason to have Ezekiel Elliott being my bell cow back in this offense because he went and knocked on daddy's door. I don't care. The man has nothing left in the tank and it's all his own damn fault because he didn't take his profession seriously. We saw this in training camp. The man has no burst. There's nothing there. The best I'm going to get out of Ezekiel Elliott is pass blocking, which he's elite at. That's one thing that I can't take away from him. He's a phenomenal pass blocker. He can pick up a blitz better than almost anyone in the league. But aside from that, I don't even know if I can trust him to get me the fucking yard at this point. Not behind this O-line. Not behind this O-line. I'm sorry. There's just nothing left. There's no gas. And when it comes to everything else, I had my suspicions about this team going into the season. I think we all did because it was just in the back of our minds that these guys have done nothing throughout the entire offseason. It's been all about signing guys that we already have, and we wasted all of our time. We signed Dak minutes before fucking kickoff. We got CD into camp a couple weeks later. The only solace that I have with this at all is the fact that the last time we got blown out, we look like a completely different team the following week. I also have the slight bit of solace, which it probably won't happen, but at least I know that it's probably a good chance it'll happen next week. Micah Parsons, Deron Bland are game time decisions this week. That's great news for my defense. That's great news for my fucking defense. And I'm going to need it this week because we can't beat this team. And if you can't beat this team that we're about to play in the status that they're in with the plethora of injuries that they have,
the plethora.
Forget it. I don't want to win a game the rest of the fucking year.
All
Hey,
right.
Rue, I want to add something to that real quick.
The quantum of solace.
Derrick Henry was the 45th pick in that 2016 draft. And I know this is taking it way back. I never wanted to draft Zeke. I'm an Ohio State fan. I was a huge fan of Ezekiel Elliott at Ohio State. I wanted DeForest Buckner or I wanted Jalen Ramsey. And those
said
two
that in the
guys,
I wanted Joey Bosa.
You've said that before.
Look, both of those two guys are still playing at a very high level in this league. And I think they'd still be on the Cowboys if they were drafted in 2016 because they're big-time players, and we know that the Cowboys don't mind signing those guys. So I was like, look, you can go get Derrick Henry in the second round. This isn't a hindsight thing. Derrick Henry was the better running back in college. That's why he won the Heisman. Like, he was better than Zeke in college.
All right.
All right. This
Kaiser.
ain't the shit Zeke show and have a short term. Like, let's just push forward. Michael Corner.
Hold on. All right, Kuiper, man. Any comments on all the comments? You know, I just want to be able. I'm just a assist, man. I'm dishing tonight. What you got, Kuiper?
Hey, I think the number one problem with this team is the coaching malpractice that is on both sides. You got Mike McCarthy that can't scheme up CeeDee Lamb an open pass. He can't run the ball. He doesn't know how to call run plays. Situational downs, he's horrible at it. On the defense, I know you got injuries here everywhere on all levels, but at some point, you brought Mike Zimmer in for a reason. You brought him in for a reason, and he can't scheme anything up to help that defense to create turnovers, to at least get a third down stop. It's just the way that this roster was constructed, it needed to have great coaching. It needed coaching to make the difference, to bring this team to the playoffs. But we haven't seen anything from the coaching staff. And the pure mismanagement of the O-line, man. You put two rookies in the worst positions that they could be at. Tyler Guyton should have been a right tackle to begin with. Tyler Guyton should have always started at right tackle. And Cooper Beebe should have never been the center. It should have been Huffman.
You don't think
that's great foreshadowing because that leads into another segue.
You don't think he should have been the left tackle?
I tell you this though, B. I don't necessarily disagree with him because I wouldn't hate the idea of kicking. And just hear me out. I wouldn't hate the idea of kicking. I wouldn't hate the idea of kicking Tyler Smith out to left tackle. You could put Cooper Beebe at guard, which is his true position. You put Hoffman at center. You put Martin on the right guard, and then you make it a competition between your rookie and Tyler Smith for the right tackle spot. You absolutely could do that.
No. Here's the thing, guys. Everybody loves to romanticize and fantasize about what Tyler Smith did at left tackle. He's not a all-pro left tackle. He is an all-pro left guard. He is, to me, the best guard in football. There's no guard in football that is better than Tyler Smith. But I can tell you this, at left tackle, I don't even know if he's a top 10 left tackle.
But Chris, he's the best left tackle on our team right now. He's the best left tackle on the team. And wouldn't you want the best 5 on? I like what he was saying about putting Hoffman at center, somebody that is familiar with their scheme, and Solari loves, kick Beebe out to left guard and I think that's coming because you could. Hey, I don't know if you've been seeing Brock Hoffman's freaking posts, but it seems like that's going to be the big adjustment. That seems like that's going to be the big adjustment. That's what it seems that's going to happen. But for right now, I know ask Chris and I know Chris hasn't spoken. I'm sorry, Chris. We all love Tyler Smith at left guard. He was throwing people at the club, but there's something up with him too, along with Zach Martin. Something's going on, but he's the best left tackle we got on the squad right now.
And he's the best left guard. He's the best left guard they have on the team too.
But left tackle is more important.
Okay, but here's the thing with left tackle. When you talk about the edges, the tackle positions, a quarterback can maneuver around that. It's much easier to help a tackle than it is a guard. When you have a good guard, when you have good interior offensive linemen as a quarterback, that's much better because you can step up in the pocket. When you have guys coming from the edge, that pressure isn't fun to deal with either, but I'd rather deal with that pressure than pressure up the middle. And also, here's the thing with Tyler Guyton. Guys, I understand the lows are low with Tyler Guyton, but that's what you're going to get from a rookie left tackle, right? And my thing with Tyler Guyton is when you watch his tape, there's good reps there. There is good with Tyler Smith, which is why I said Tyler Guyton. The difference between Tyler Guyton and Mozzie Smith is I watched Mozzie Smith's tape last year, and I said, this guy stinks. I watched Tyler Guyton's tape, and I come away with saying he's not there yet, but he's going to get there because he's showing legitimate flashes. He's shown improvement from what he had from Oklahoma, and I understand why they want to keep him at left tackle for right now. Now, I do agree with this. His future needs to be at right tackle because the Cowboys need to move on from Terrence Steele after the year because they're going to get a $14 million savings if they cut him after June 1st. So I do agree that he should go back to right tackle after the season, but that's if they're able to draft a left tackle, depending on what they do in the draft, because they need to draft an offensive lineman in round one again, because Martin's going to be retiring. Steele's going to be off this team, and they're going to have to get another offensive lineman this year.
All right, Mike, man, welcome. Cowboy Corner is in the house, man. I know you like me. I'm one of those guys lay back in the cut, and I'm waiting in the bushes to get you sniped. You got that sniper look on your face, Mike. What you got, Cowboy Corner?
I wish you had the drop that says nobody puts baby in the corner.
I got a really funny joke about talking about snipers, but I'll just say it.
God damn, go Corner. Go.
Finally, Cowboys Corner has come back to the Cowboy Up podcast. All it took was one phone call. Mikey hit me up via text. Mikey said, Corner, you were right. I said, but right about what, Mikey? He said, about a lot of things. I said, oh, yeah? I said, why don't big fellas share the link anymore? He goes, I told him not to do it. I told him not to do it because you're smarter than me, Michael. You know football better than me, Michael. He goes, I'll call big fella right now and tell him to start putting the link back in.
Oh, you got one of those calls too.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the club, Corner.
Hey, I used to in Arizona. They do a radio show. I was on it, ESPN, Fox Sports. But right. No, man. Hey, it's good to be back here. Shout out to you guys, Rue. Rue made awesome points when I came in. Armando never was long-winded. He was very passionate talking about the running back room. When you get Mondo long-winded, something's up. Something's up. I was like, damn, Armando's still talking. He's still talking. So that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Then we got the Cardinal fan in here. Boo.
You're a Cardinals fan?
But no, man, look. The Cowboys are in a disarray, right? I mean, we still got running game issues. We got running back issues. We got turnovers in the red zone. We got your 3-time Super Bowl champion calling out CeeDee Lamb and these wide receivers being hurt. You got Brandon Cooks bypassing the Cowboys doctors, getting an injection in his knee in New York, getting that knee infected and now missing time because the Cowboys doctors didn't do it. You got Mike McCarthy on the chopping block on a lame duck year still, not even making sense, look totally lost. You got Jerry Jones slipping out on the radio because he's getting tough questions and he's upset because Jerry don't know how to run a football team. He just listens to what people think on how to run a football team. So when Jerry's back is against the wall, Jerry's like, wants to say it's their fault, but Jerry can't say that because the ego is bigger than Texas. Now, I don't know who this guy is beside me. Cowboys beat, never heard of him. Nice to meet you. Like your T-shirt.
Wait a minute, hold on. You never heard of the great
You never heard of
Cowboy
beat?
The only cowboy beat I hear is in a country song. That's it.
Hey, well, you've been missing out, Mike. You've been missing out because, hey, if you want some diehard content from a man that lives in Pennsylvania who's a diehard Cowboy fan, that's the man right there. Cowboy fucking beat all day.
Yeah.
But
Damn, in enemy territory too.
He live in Philly.
Only bad thing I got to say about Chris, he spelled his name wrong.
That's the only thing you have to say about me. Good.
Is it with the K?
Good.
Is it with the K?
It's with a K.
Oh.
No, there's a fundamental thing that you and him don't agree on. It's fundamental.
But no, I came into the live. Mikey sent me a text saying, "Hey, I forgot it was Tuesday. I've been busy." And I came into the live, and the first thing I heard from Cowboys Beat was Zeke is not washed. And I was like, let me hear this guy out. And then Rue got on his little bus driver hat. He pulled up. Cowboys Beat got on. Rue took him to school. And then he kind of backtracked it on the last time. I liked it. I like bus driver Rue. That's good stuff. But Zeke's washed. I mean, you look at the stats after 2021. He's not even touching 4 yards a carry right now. He's at 3 yards a clip right now, and then it's been declining. Zeke's washed, and he's that mildy clothes that's been sitting in the washer because you got to put him in the dryer before you went on vacation for a week, right? You got to get him out of here. Roster garbage, roster crap. Rude, can you drive a garbage truck? Can we just put Zeke where he belongs? Right?
I'm not mad at you.
Yeah. So, no, Rico should be getting the touches. Hunter Lemke should be getting the touches. I don't want CeeDee Lamb getting running back touches. I like the mix up and doing all that, but we got to keep CeeDee Lamb where he's best at, and that's in the slot making plays. There's a lot of debate whether the Cowboys should bring in a wide receiver. You're hearing all the Cooper Kupp chatter. And then I'm on the side of we need a running back. I like the Rico Dowdles, but I feel like, okay, if the offensive line can figure it out, I think a running back's going to help Dak Prescott out more because what's his protege? Play action. Dak Prescott's accurate in play action. Y'all know me about number 4. I don't give him any compliments, but when it comes to play action, I serve it out like a White House dinner, all right? And so, I just think they got a whole lot of messes. Are they going to fix it? No, because they're not making any coaching changes. Mike Sarilardi should be the first coach fired, and then right behind that should have been Mike McCarthy. All right, those two coaches. Hell, let's just fire 3 Mikes. If you're Mike, you're fired, and that's including Mikey on the Cowboy Up podcast calling me drunk at 2 a.m. And so I just feel like if they lose to the 49ers. It's going to get even worse. You're going to get Emmitt Smith probably talking more. You're going to get Michael Irvin talking more. You're going to get more names talking and just talking, right? Hell, Charlie Haley.
It's very deliberate. I got my 8 jersey on right now.
Charles Haley might even make a comment out of nowhere, right? So I just think, they got a lot to fix, and we're just fans looking on the outside. We have no access to the inside, and we can always say, this is what I think. This is how they should do it, but they're not going to do anything. And if they have, it already would have been done.
Well, I need a rebuttal from Chris. Come on, Chris.
Hey, look, you want
Chris with the K.
You want to know what I'll say? After even the thing about Zeke, my thing about Zeke is he is a declining player. I'm not denying that. But washed is like Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley was washed. Zeke is not washed. Zeke can provide something to this team. Other than that, I got to say, your diatribe there, I thought you did a great job. I'm happy. You know, when Chris talked about he's in the tuck ready to be a sniper. I'm happy that with that diatribe, you were more like a sniper in Dallas compared to the one in Pennsylvania, but that's besides the point. But yeah, no, there was a lot of things that I agree with you there. No doubt about it.
Talk about Chris Kyle?
No. I'm talking about a sniper, somebody that did something back in I don't know. You guys get that joke?
Let's not get banned on this bitch. Like that'd be great if we just keep that shit like on the right.
Let's rein it in. Let's rein it in. No. Well, let's
back
go
a little
off.
bit.
Big fella, you've heard everybody talk. What do you think about everything you've heard from everybody? Starting with what Chris Beats started with the front office, Jerry, and all that stuff.
Well, I follow Chris. I listen to Chris. I love his takes. I love everything he does, because all of us on here, including Kuiper, has a different perspective on the Cowboys and how we think. We all know that, okay? So what he said about the drafting of Zeke, you can go back to a Facebook page that I made when I used to do my 60 seconds on Facebook. And I said, thank you, Washington Redskins, for helping us lose this game so we can only draft Ezekiel Elliott. The Cowboys did it. They drafted him because they needed a running back. I know everybody wanted the cornerback at the time, wanted the defensive tackle, but the Cowboys' biggest need at that point was a running back. Now, the reason why that Zeke is not performing now is because you got to think about it. Zeke has had a lot of carries in college. He had a lot of carries his first 3 years with the Cowboys, okay? So when you get those carries, man, these guys are bigger and stronger and faster than they ever have been. And basically that's what happened, man. The defense have caught up to Zeke, okay? Zeke don't have that explosiveness. When Zeke first got here, man, he hit the hole. Next thing you know, he's downfield just like that. Not anymore. So last year when they cut Zeke, I was like, guys, farewell to Zeke. We knew why they cut him because he didn't have that explosiveness anymore. So everybody was missing Zeke last year because on one thing, 4th and inches, 3rd and inches, goal line. That's why they was missing Zeke, because we didn't have a battering ram last year. So when they brought him back, they thought that's what Zeke's role was going to be. But Zeke didn't think that. Zeke was like, damn, I'm going to start. But Zeke, you're not good enough to start anymore. So that's the issue with me. I have no problem with Zeke crying to Jerry. I have an issue with Mike McCarthy saying, Zeke, shut the fuck up and go sit down, because this is my offense. I'm going to run my offense the way I want to, and let's go. But Mike McCarthy don't have the nuts to tell his stars to go sit the fuck down, because after what Rico did in Pittsburgh, I would have kept giving the ball, and I'll see you, Zeke, on 4th and inches on the goal line when you can use that big ass rattling big ass head and get your ass in the end zone. Other than that, Zeke, I love you. You're a punk ass Buckeye, but that's cool. But hey, man, I appreciate your service. But other than that, I don't give a fuck. Sit down. Now, next to our next subject. So. Well, go ahead, Mikey. You got to unmute your mic there, Mike. There you go.
I said, please. Next subject, please.
All right. So, man, enough about Zeke, man. Let's get into, because I want everybody's input, man. We got the 49ers, the battered 49ers this Sunday night, man. And of course, we always gonna start with our guest first. We'll start with Chris. Chris, give me your initial thoughts on the game this Sunday night.
The Cowboys should win this game just like how they should have beat the Cardinals in 2023. Understand where I'm going. Let me bring this take together. The 49ers right now, with all those injuries, they're not that talented. Now, granted, it's not like the Cowboys are, the 95 Cowboys. It's not like it's that situation, but I think you get Parsons, even though I don't think Parsons is going to play in this game. But even still, I think you have the right amount of talent to beat this 49ers team. The reason why I see the 49ers winning this game is because the 49ers, even if they don't have the talent that they have, they win with scheme. And that's what scares me when you're talking about the Cowboys. When the Cowboys lose, it's because great schemes beat them. You go back to last year. Arizona had a really good scheme and a really good game plan to expose the Cowboys in that game. Same thing with Buffalo, same thing with Green Bay, same thing with San Francisco. So the reason why I think the Cowboys are going to lose this game is because they're going to get schemed up on offense. And here's the thing, even though they don't have Christian McCaffrey, this Jordan Mason dude is like really, really damn good. And the Cowboys have not proven that they can stop the run against these teams. Like, they've proven that they could stop the run against a team like New York or Pittsburgh, where their run games, like, they're more of, hey, we're going to try and beat you up in that type of way, like more of a power type of run game. The Cowboys can hold up against that. They can. They have trouble when there's all this pre-snap and at-snap motion that you see from Detroit or New Orleans or it's San Francisco. So that's where I kind of just tell people to pump the brakes on, hey, yeah, I understand they have injuries on their team, but ultimately they can scheme things up. And if the Cowboys win this game, will I be impressed? Like, I'll be happy that they beat the San Francisco 49ers. And, you know, unfortunately, this is kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, because if they beat the 49ers, I'll be like, yeah, credit to them, but they were banged up. But if they lose to the 49ers, it's like, oh, sky's starting to fall right now. So, I mean, it's unfortunate, but that's where the Cowboys have put themselves, because these regular seasons that they've had over the past 3 years have been great. And we know they can win in the regular season, but, you know, they did this to themselves because this team is defined by what they do in the postseason now, not what they do in the regular season, even though you have to get to the postseason. And that's a battle that the Cowboys are facing right now.
What'd you say?
Cowboy Corner.
Yeah, man. Look, we're going to see what this defense is made of. I don't know if Parsons is back. It sounds like he's back. He's doing media and stuff. So keep an eye on that. They got a running back. He's second in the league in yards, 128 carries. We're about to see what this defense learned on the bye week. That's what we're going to see. If I was Shanahan, I'm handling it off to Mason all day long. 365. There's no reason why Purdy should throw the ball more than 15 times, especially against this defense. We got to force Purdy to throw it to no-name wide receivers now. Kittle's not there. Ayuk is not there. We can't let this running back take over the game. If we let what Brandon Carr did in week 2 with them nasty, stinky Saints, and let Brock Purdy do what Brandon Carr did. Because of that running game, what Kamara was able to shape us up real nice, carve us like a damn pumpkin, right? We can't have Mason carve us like a damn pumpkin. We got to play with a little bit of heart, play with a little pride, stop that running game. If you don't stop that running game, chalk it up as an L, because they're going to just keep scoring the points on this sorry-ass defense, keep scoring the points. And Dak Prescott, someone said it there, he's going to be looking like this on the looking at the iPad. I don't know what to do. So they got to stop that running game.
Kuiper, what you think about this game, brother?
This is going to be a fun game, man. The 49ers don't have Debo. They're not going to have Brandon Ayuk. Kittle is day-to-day with a foot injury. But aside from that, Jawan Jennings has been playing great for them since the Super Bowl. And Ricky Pearsall is a first-round pick. So, you know, they might not have their superstars, but they do have the pieces that are good enough to beat a beat-up Cowboy defense, especially with Shanahan's offenses. Defensively, they're missing only one person, and that's their safety, Telefono Huanga, whatever his name is. Andre Greenlaw? Damn.
And Javon Hargraves after the season.
And Javon. Damn, my bad.
Now, they have a mass unit. They're as bad as us. So, yeah, keep going.
Well, I think we're better off, though. I think we're better off now.
I think there's one way you're going to win this game. and that's out physically the 49ers. Don't let them out physical you. Their offensive line only has one person that can truly shut down somebody on that side, and that's Trent Williams. Aside from Trent, they have nobody else. Nobody else.
Is he playing in this game, by the way?
I think he is. I don't think he's injured. But if you can out physical the Niners and be disciplined in tackling, don't let them get yak yards. Don't let them get these yards after contact. You will win this game. It's just as simple as that. And they're horrible in the red zone. On both sides of the ball, they're in the bottom of the league in red zone for offense. I think they're like 21st or 22nd in the red zone on defense. So if you can get to the red zone, you should be able to score. If you can stop them from getting to the red zone period, you will win.
Is he going in and out for you guys?
I agree. At take.
Yeah. All right. 21. 21. Are you muted?
21.
21. Are you muted?
Can you do some for me?
There we go. There we go. I got you. Hey, now it was me, but hey, Kuiper, yeah, you keep going in and out. But
my bad.
My thing is, let's get to Brock Purdy and let's stop this run. We do that, we win this game. There should be no reason we lose this game. These guys are injured. We're injured, I get it, but like Corner said, we're better off right now. We're better off. There's a famous quote that Kirk Cousins said earlier in the season, that walk in your trap and take over your trap. So that's what we got to do. We got to walk in there and take over it, right? But these guys are injured. We got to get to Brock Purdy. That's one thing we haven't been able to do, is get to these quarterbacks. We got to get to them. We got to stop this run. And if we can't do that, man, it's going to be a long day for us. And my thing is, after we win this game, let's not hop on that wagon again, where, no, it's still, this management needs to get it right. We still got to get, we got a lot of fixing to do, but we're going to win this game, man.
And hey, Armando, great point, because one thing that I don't want people to do is let this front office off the hook. Great, yeah. You beat the 49ers. Great. There are still foundational problems with this football team that is putting a wall in between them winning a Super Bowl. There are foundational problems, and people need to be on them, which is why I love that the national media is all on Jerry's ass right now, because he hears that. He might not hear us, but he hears that, and he doesn't like it.
All right, Mikey, what's up?
Well, you guys are saying the same game plan we've had with everybody, but yet they've ran all over us. We've said we need a sellout to stop the run. Sellout to stop the run. Kubiak, which is a part of this tree of Shanahan, owns us. Matt LaFleur owns us. We don't do good against this scheme. Like Mondo said, this scheme fucks us. And don't get me wrong, it's a level playing field with the injuries. It's just right now the level of faith, I have in our team since our last showing is thin. Like I said, that flag's an Arizona flag. I'm getting the Missouri flag from Amazon in the mail, because these motherfuckers gotta show me. And like Troy Aikman said, homie's off the ball, lazy off the ball. He's seeing it. And then you go back and look at it, and you're right. If they're not getting the ball, they don't look hungry. There is a stench in this team that has become more and more. I hope the bye week helped. For once, and it was really shitty to say, man, LaFleur. What's shitty to say is that I was happy that the Cowboys weren't on. I know Mondo did that brilliant ass fucking TikTok where boring, and that was beautiful. But honestly, I was glad that they weren't fucking on to see the same ass shit. And then what? For them to win and drink the same fucking Kool-Aid? You guys are all spot on. But we're going to emphasize more. I'm going to be, wait till Rook goes on and says what the fuck he says. Because they got to show us. What the fuck are you guys going to do? And it goes on from number 4 all the way to number 1 if his ass is back on. And these coaches have to fucking coach. And I'll say this. Kendricks was a big loss against Detroit. Kendricks was a bigger loss because he put people in place. He might be a beat slow on some tackles. He's not, but he is the extension of Mike Zimmer on that. What's his name?
Bland.
Oh, not Bland. No, the other one, number 18. He had a good game, but he wasn't Kendricks. He wasn't Kendricks. So they got to show me. We could say all we want to. We're blue in the face that we need to stop the run and run the ball. But till we see it, then on a consistent basis, without them, what was my old word? Smoking pass crack. Till he gets off that old pass crack and stays consistent with this running game, then I'll believe. Right now, I don't even know until the end of the show. Then I could tell you. But right now, I'm on the fence either way about this fucking game, and it's mostly the other way. I'm gonna rip my Levi's if you know what I'm saying.
Bro, go ahead, baby.
I mean, here's the deal. Y'all already know what angle I come at this for the most part. And at the end of the day, this week, the Cowboys are the public dog. The Cowboys have gone from +7 in this game to +4.5. If y'all aren't gamblers, just know that's a huge fucking swing in an NFL game. That's a big spread on an NFL game. That's 2.5 whole fucking points. We're talking about a field goal. And it might not seem like anything, but the fact of the matter is this game comes down to one simple thing for me, and that thing is coaching. That's what this game's going to boil down to. You've got injuries, plethora of injuries on both sides of this field, in terms of the Cowboys, in terms of the 49ers. And the fact of the matter is, I don't believe that our coaching staff has the muster to beat the other side, because the fact of the matter is they've been getting blown out by the other side since they've been in the building. We haven't beat them at full strength. What makes me think I'm going to be able to beat them now? And the only thing that I can kind of hold on to, we're undefeated on the road. You know, we do good on the road. Unlike last year, it's like a complete and total flip. But I'll tell you this, the public's wrong. And the San Francisco 49ers this week, our system, they need a win just as badly, if not worse than we do, sitting at 3-4. They have a bye week next week. I guarantee you they don't want to go into that bye week with a loss. That's what makes them system this week. If you look back, it's like 60-70% of the time, somewhere in that range, 60 to 70% of the time, the team that goes on bye not only covers, more often than not, outright wins, whether they're the dog or the favorite. And it's one of those things where these guys don't want to dwell on a loss for 2 weeks. And just so you know, it went 50-50 last week. And guess who the bye week team was that lost? It was fucking us. It was fucking us.
One more thing to add.
In a blowout.
And another thing to add, whoever gets beat by Detroit, the next game, they lose.
Mikey, real quick, Chris got to bounce. Chris, give me your final words, man.
Hey, look, guys, do not let this football team ruin your life. I'm talking to the fans out there that their entire mood is dictated by, oh, the Cowboys suck, or oh, the Cowboys are great, I'm in a great mood. At the end of the day, these players on the team, whether they win or lose, are going back to their mansions. They're going back to their luxury apartments, their condominiums. They're out there living a life. Do not let their poor performances dictate your mood. That's all I got to say.
Cocaine.
Hey, Chris, appreciate you joining us, man.
We'll appreciate you guys for having me on.
Okay. All right, bro. Let's welcome, man, Xavier, man, from the Cowboy Cast. Brother, what's going on? How you doing?
Hey man, I'm glad you guys invited me. I was scrolling through YouTube and I was like, wait a minute, what is this, man? What's going on here? And I like what you guys are saying, man. And everything you're saying is correct, right? But I want to get on here because it's interesting how you guys are talking about all this stuff. And I thought I'd say my 2 cents because I thought it was interesting. And I'm gonna give you a tidbit and see what you guys think, and you can tell me, right? And then I'll get off because I got some stuff to do. But look. I honestly think from last year, and maybe this is just me, and it's evident in the Green Bay game, right? This offense was never as good as we thought it was. And the reason I'm saying that is because last year, we were the number 1 scoring offense, I believe, last year. I think that defense with all those turnovers covered a lot of things that offense did and gave them great field position to score. I don't think this offense was ever as good as people thought it was, right? And it's evident in the Green Bay game in the playoffs when we went to Green Bay and our defense wasn't there. Guess what our offense had to do? They had to step up and they couldn't. It's just been hidden for a long time and people don't understand if you understand football. And now this year, we're not getting the turnovers. And you're seeing exactly what the offense should have been last year.
So are you saying Dan Quinn was the special sauce?
I think at the end of the day, with the schedule and the way Dan Quinn plays his defense helped out, right? I think that was part of it. But there's a lot of times that our offense wasn't doing too well and our defense had to step up, right? But I will say this, I still don't think Dan Quinn can stop the run. Look at all the games they played. They've ran over 100 yards on him. I think the Cardinals ran 187 yards on him one time. So he still can't stop the run. You know what I mean? It's going to catch up to them coming the playoffs. It's helping out that offense is what's happening. That's my opinion on it, right? I might be wrong. I don't know. But I think this problem stems from last year, right? In my opinion. The other thing is, obviously, it's Jerry Jones. He's trying to be cheap. I don't know if you guys know, Brian Broaddus put this out. They have a spreadsheet that says that what money they're going to spend already in the future. They already have that in play. They're going to pay all these guys that they want to keep. Why do you have a $5 million third string quarterback when you could have given that money to a running back? That makes no sense to me. And you're probably going to end up trading him or not even playing him at all.
Or the pick. The pick that he treats like gold and jewels. Yeah, so, keep going, bro. Sorry.
No, guys, that's all I got. I appreciate it. I like you guys, man. I saw you on YouTube. Yeah, go ahead. I don't know.
Hey, plug your show. Plug where we can find you. I've seen you on TikTok with your boy, but plug yourself and don't be a stranger, man. For real.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah, but before he goes, Mike, Cowboy Corner has something to say. Go ahead, Corner.
Dude, Javier, dude, you are a genius. So my buddy, Fifth Quarter Cowboys, and we actually talked about this just the other day on the phone. And I told him, I said, dude, you know what this offense is missing? Or you know what this team is missing? We're missing those defensive turnovers. Yep. I said that helped this offense score points tremendously. We could hate on Dan Quinn about that running game, but the mentality of teaching and preaching turnovers and pounding that into their heads, that is the number one thing that this team is missing. And then you have to put the ball, and I'm a Dak hater. I don't care what y'all say. Then you have to put the ball in Four's hands. What do y'all expect? This is it. Because that defense isn't putting that offense in great position to score plays.
Plus the special team stuff, the block punts, the block stuff. And think about it in this perspective. 3 years ago, or what was it, 2 years ago, Diggs sets the season record for Cowboys in the regular season. And then we lose 6 touchdowns from last year from Deron Bland and the defense and all the other stuff. Like that.
No, it's true. Javier's a flipper. He's Einstein. Take off the mask. Take off the mask.
I really like you guys. I'm gonna have to come on sometime, man. I really like the flow and the way you guys talk. So appreciate it.
Cowboys Corner is kind of different from these guys. You can follow Cowboys Corner here on YouTube. I do a show every Saturday called Talking Crazy.
Okay.
And you're more than welcome to come on.
Flirting with the new guy, Corner.
Hey, he's a genius. I come in and the other guy talked about Zeke isn't washed.
This because you saw all that liquor behind him.
It's facts. I love it. I love it.
Hey, you see all that liquor behind it, man? God damn,
you
your
gotta
panty
have-
just
you gotta
dropped, bro.
have
What the fuck?
You got to have it in stock when you're a Cowboy fan, man. That's
Oh
what it
yeah,
comes
for
down to.
sure, for sure. That ain't no lie.
Hold on, bro.
Hey, what's your score? What? All right, before you leave, Javier,
Mikey,
what's your score?
Mikey,
What you got?
Mikey, are you the host? You gonna host the show? Why do we got to keep talking about this?
This is my show, isn't it?
Why do we got to keep talking about it?
He's excited.
I'm just busting your balls, man. Look, hey, Javier, no. Hey, man, we love that you popped on, man. We love different content creators and everybody, man, that can hop on this to give us an opinion. Because our show, man, it was based on, we went to the 4-man content because we can have different opinions. And we love, man, whenever you want to jump on, whenever Mikey pulls off his restrictions, inviting people on the show like Cowboy Corner and everybody like that, man, you're more than welcome to come on, man. It ain't us. We like talking shit to other people. We like, Cowboy football talk, man. So, bro, you ain't never got to be no stranger, man. Just shout out your all your links and everything, man, where we can find you. If you got TikTok, if you got Instagram, if you got X, man, shout it out to us, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, we're the Cowboys Cast. We're obviously on YouTube. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So we're on all of it, man. Just follow us. My buddy Jerry does a great job on some of the videos he puts out. So no, man, I appreciate it. I like the conversation you guys were having. I listened to you for a little bit before I said, let me get on here, man, and see if they let me on, because I like these guys, man. So, hey, I'll probably invite you guys too, man. We have a show every week. It's slowed down a little bit, but no, we appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me on for sure, guys.
Sure, no problem, bro.
Hey, I gotta get going too.
Cowboys.
Hey, it's nice to meet you, bro. Like I say, don't be a stranger, okay, fam?
No, for sure, man. Thank you, guys. You have a good night.
All right, cool. All right.
I'm getting out of here too, fellas. Appreciate you guys having me.
All right, bro. Peace. All right, look. Y'all know I had
fucking awesome.
Y'all know I had to mess with Mikey. I love Mikey. Mikey, and that impulsiveness. He wants to jump. Mikey, God, I got it, baby.
Hey, I've been catching strays from everybody all over the fucking show, but I think it's better than me interrupting y'all. So I'm cool with it, man. I was raised by wolves. It's all good.
Hey, don't worry. I'm gonna get a phone call at 5:53 a.m. Hey, man, I know I'll watch the show, and I was. But look, man, let's a couple more questions, man, about this Niner game for the panel, man. I'm going. I need to break my streak, man. I've been to 2 games, man, 2 Michigan games, went lost both of them, and I said now I'm going to the Cowboy game, and I said, man, I can't go 0 for this year. I can't. So now, Rue, we're gonna talk about keys to the game, Rue. I put you up there first because I want you to go first. What is your key for the Cowboys winning the game?
I was going to get on this earlier, but ultimately they got to score points, man, because your defense is not going to do you any favors. We haven't scored over 25 points all season. Not one time all season. We've only hit 25 one time, and it was in that loss against the Ravens. And we're going to need 30 plus to win this game. I believe that it's going to be a shootout. I believe that 46.5 number is going to get crushed. That's the only way they win. They're going to have to produce as an offense. That is the only way, because this defense has nothing behind it. With the injuries and everything else, whether Micah comes back or not, they're going to run the rock. They're going to control the clock. And you have to be on offense. Your offense cannot survive 3 and outs in this game. Your offense cannot survive turnovers in this fucking game. It cannot happen. You are going to have to put up the most points you've put up all season in order for you to win this game. That's the only way I see us winning. You're going to have to do old school Indianapolis Colts style team. That's the only way this is going to work. The only thing that scares me is at the end of the day, Shanahan's got our fucking number. And in this game, like I said at the beginning, it's going to boil down to coaching. And I don't believe in a nip-tuck game that Mike McCarthy can out-coach Kyle Shanahan. But what I do have in my back pocket is the ability to hit a 65-yard field goal for the fucking win. So hopefully, that's what it comes down to. And I hope it's at least 50. But if it's got to be 65, fuck it. Let's go for the record, baby.
I feel you. 21. What is your key for the Dallas Cowboys to win this fucking game?
Mikey said it earlier, and I'm gonna be, as we say in Spanish, a disco rayado. I'm gonna be a scratch disc. I'm gonna repeat and repeat. Is stopping this fucking run. We stop this run. We get to Brock Purdy, and it's all on defense. The key to the game is everything on this defense, man. This defense, I know is depleted, but hoping we get Michael back. If we don't, that's still the main thing is stopping this run. We all know the teams right now is the Lions. The Lions receivers came out on a podcast and they said, all we got to do is stop CD. So they know what it is. So I think for us it's just stopping this run. We have to stop this run and get to that quarterback. So it's my key to the game right there.
All right. Mikey, man, what is your key for the Dallas Cowboys to get a victory versus those hated San Francisco 49ers?
Finish drives. Finish with 7. Score touchdowns, not field goals. Like, we're going to go over all the murky shit that we talked about and go actually in the game. Because actually, I fucking hate the 49ers. Hate the 49ers. Hate the 49ers. I hate the 49ers. I hate the motherfucking 49ers. Fuck the 49ers. Fuck Merton Hanks. Fuck Steve Young. I hope Dana Stubblefield's getting a fat one by his Sally right now. Fuck the 49ers. But that's me digressing. But that's how much I hate this. And then, for the content creator shit talker, this is a big deal. Regardless if we win and they say, oh, we were all hurt. Bullshit, it counts. Because it counts on your book, it counts on my book. So with all that shit being said, and we're back to there's football being played. They got to finish drives with touchdowns, not fucking be happy with the Brandon Aubrey field goal. Like that, him hitting that 65-yarder, yes, it's in the bag, Rue, and I love that you said that, because at the end, in the waning seconds of the fourth quarter, or us doubling up and trying to catch 2, get a 2-for-1 with the possession, that's good and dandy. But when we're moving on along, I want to go for it. I want to score fucking touchdowns. And that's something that since last year was a problem, even though, like Javier said, we did have a number 1 offense. But what happened in Arizona? We couldn't punch it in the damn red zone. So that's what we have to do. Of course, El Disco Rayado, the fucking things on skip. You don't know about no disc man, papas. There used to be a disc man. There used to be fucking all the time. Boom, 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 boom. Saying the same shit. Stop the run the ball, score fucking touchdowns. Puro pinche Cowboys and what? Fuck the 49ers. Fuck the 49ers. Motherfuck the 49ers.
Now, Kuiper, y'all play them twice a year. Y'all just beat them in Levi Stadium. What was the Cardinals key? What does the Cardinals key on when they play the Niners?
Bring the motherfucking energy to them. Bring the pain to them. Don't let them out physical you. Because if you can out physical the 49ers, their scheme won't work. Their scheme will fall apart on both sides of the ball if you can bring the physicalness to them. And it just comes down to coaching, man. If your coaches can figure out a way to hype this team up on both sides of the ball, I think everything will align itself to beat the Niners. But if your coaches are going to keep doing what they've done week by week and let your superstar players just kind of lay back and not really put in the energy, it's going to be another L, because they're going to do what everybody else has done against the Cowboys and running the ball on them, stopping CeeDee Lamb. But it just comes down to the coaches. Make these players want it. Make all these players bring the energy, and you guys will win. It's as simple as that. We don't have the talent. We didn't have the talent for crap. We had a lot of injuries on that game. And the one thing that made the difference was that our players did not stop fighting, and they brought the energy to the 49ers. That's how we beat them.
All right, I'm glad you said that, man, because my key for the Cowboys beating the Niners, I need the Cowboys to play like they played in Pittsburgh. You know, the defense was all out, man. They were getting to the quarterback when they could. They were stopping the run on first down. When you got a 0 to a negative play on first down, now the defense is winning. But when you give up 6 and 7 yards on first down, the offense have the whole playbook at their discretion. And that's how the Cowboys always get behind, is on first down. They have to be better on first down, stopping the run, because you think about it. But I don't want the Cowboys to go in there with this mentality, man, all their receivers is hurt. They ain't going to throw the ball. They ain't going to do it. Don't fool yourself, because we had that same thought when Green Bay put up 40 on our ass because they had all these no-name receivers and everything like that. You got to respect each team that you play each week. I don't care who is on the field. And I like that Kuiper said, man, don't get punked. And a lot of times the Cowboys get punked on defense because the Kyle Shanahan say, we know what to do to the Cowboys, punch them right in the mouth. You go straight ahead, you punch him in the mouth, and we get him, because that's exactly what's going to happen. His game plan ain't going to change because he lost a bunch of players. His scheme works against the Cowboys. So they coming downhill 100 miles an hour, and let's see if our defense can do something about it. Any rebuttals to that?
No, but all right. And then we see what Brock has put on. We haven't talked about it. Like, you see that move happening? You see Brock Hoffman taking center, BB at left guard, and Tyler Smith at left tackle? Because
it has to happen.
Fucking open.
It has
because
to.
Brock Hoffman is somebody that's not going to let a motherfucker pump his ass.
No.
He's not.
Mr. Nasty Time.
Yeah, and dude, and that was really my whole reason that I wanted Brock to start this year, is because he bring that aggressive on. I've talked about it several times on our shows in the past. I'm an offensive. I love nasty offensive lineman who is not afraid to fight, to mix it up, to cause a little havoc. Let them know, man, I'm here all day, bro. We're going to war all day, and that's what Brock brought. Okay, as a rookie, it's kind of hard to bring that because you're not established in the league, and your offensive line is like a hierarchy, man. You go by seniority, right? But we all know Zach Martin is not that flashy Barker guy. You know, he just plays on the field. But Brock was that guy, okay? And especially center, you're the captain of the offensive line, man. And you lead by example, So that's why I wanted him to start. The Cowboys is like, look, man, we drafted this guy. Hey, man, let's go ahead and put it now. Don't get me wrong. BB has played well, but you have seen some rookiness in him, okay? When it comes to the combo blocks, passing people off when they're blitzing and everything, because he almost got that killed one game. And I was like, bro, you can't do that. You can't get – as much as some of us hate number 4 and some of us love it, still the season is really over if you get number 4 killed. You got to make sure you move your feet, man, and get your checks and everything like that. So Rue, we're gonna start back with you. Rue, we went to our offensive keys. Now, I preached about the defense. Who on the defense needs to have a big game? And that's everybody's question. Who on this defense need to have a big game on Sunday night?
I've got 2.
Okay, go ahead.
It has to be Oso Digizua.
Okay.
And it has to be DeMarvion Overshown.
Okay.
DeMarvion Overshown has had the most energy on this defense in that linebacking core. And I need him to have one of those games where I see him flying around the field and just hitting people with a reckless abandon. It's got to be him.
Who's your other one? You said you had 2.
Osa Digizua.
Also, and the both O's need to show up. Huh?
DeMarvion Overshown and Oso Digizua. Those are my two keys because Osa's really been doing his job. I feel like in the middle. I feel like I don't know how many times I've seen the running back be like 20 yards down the field and Osa's the one making the fucking tackle. Like that shouldn't be happening, but it is happening. At the end of the day, I need my front to be led by him and for him to take it over. And I need Overshown behind him, just wreaking havoc and not letting these gaps get run through. He got to fill those gaps.
Right. All right. 21. Who is your player on this defense that needs to have a big game on Sunday night?
Man. So to me, it all depends if Micah plays. If Micah plays, it has to be Micah. Micah's gonna be that game changer that we know he can be. So it just depends. If he doesn't play, then I'm with Rue. I'm with Big Osa. Moving that line and getting to this quarterback and stopping that run. But I'm with Micah. Micah has to be that game changer that we know he can be. This is a big game. Last year they got embarrassed in Frisco. We need to go up there and walk in the trap and take over that trap. So we need Micah to be that game changer.
All right. Mikey, man, who is your player on this defense?
I'm sorry, man, but he busted out the Miracle Whip, dog. Like, what the fuck? He busted out I ain't heard the Miracle Whip shit. Yeah, I ain't heard that in so long, motherfucker. Like, bro,
he busted out.
You can't
You're
bust
out
out
brand.
the Miracle
That's
Whip,
brand.
dog. I'm sorry, Mikey.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't even see it. I'm over here playing with Wolverine and Thanos. I'm over here playing with Wolverine and Thanos, man. Like, because I'm on the same trip as you guys, but it's not Osa. Because Osa's gonna play, right? It's his partner alongside of him. If Mozzie Smith plays out of his mind, Osa plays better. Because Mozzie needs to control that line of scrimmage, push that line of scrimmage back, and that helps three players. It helps DeMarvion. It helps out Kendricks, and it helps out Osa. And in fact, it will help out the defensive end and the patchwork defensive end, wherever it is, whoever we got there. But if our nose tackle that we drafted first round, even on 2 of the 3 downs, or even on first down, show up on first down, control that line of scrimmage for me, make a pushback, because this kid, Mason, is fucking for real. I hate to say it, Mondo, him wearing that 24, and as hard as he runs, he reminds me a little bit of Marion Barber. He does. He fucking does. And from where they got him, pisses me off at our front office for not picking his ass up. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say it again. If it means something, we need Mozzie to be that freak we drafted him to be, and everything will fall under that. You know that as a DT, Mondo. We pushed them back. We pushed them back into the quarterback's lap. We pushed them back to the running back's lap. They're scared. That it just changes everything. It changes their timing. It changes everything. And then on first down, having them play behind the chains and the way Brock Purdy's been playing, I just need Mozzie to just fucking show up for first and second down, preferably always on fucking first down, because that will dictate the rest of the outcome of what they do. Mozzie fucking Smith, the motherfucking Wolverine. And
so, man, quit playing with your damn toys. Anyway, Kuiper, man, who is your key player for the Cowboys?
Man. So here's the thing. I know right now it says that George Kittle has a sprained foot and he's considered day-to-day. I'm gonna tell you what, he's gonna play. He's gonna play. He's had worse injuries that he's played through, and he's just that dog in it. The key player in this game isn't if you can stop the run, great, but then you gotta stop George Kittle, because that's gonna be their number one target. That's gonna be their go-to guy on third down in the red zone. Whatever the key situation is gonna be, it's gonna be whoever is guarding George Kittle will be the key to the game.
Debo could be back as well. Debo is out of the hospital, and apparently he's a game time decision, so he could be back. I mean, it's pneumonia.
He has pneumonia though. Is
With
it walking
fluid in his
pneumonia
lungs.
or because you know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
know. All I know is that he had to go to the hospital. He had fluid in his lungs, but I mean, with the kind of care that they get, you're assuming that they took care of him, got him healed up. So hopefully, but I mean, you know, because I don't wish injury upon anybody, but
I'm like
Debo
you,
has
Ru.
given us trouble in the past.
I'm with you, Ru. I'm with you. I want him to play, but man,
I wanted them to win last week. Honestly,
when it comes to something like that, man, that may be a 2 to 3 week thing, you know. But if he plays, hey, man, I'm more excited that he's playing. Man, we got to play ball. I mean, I hate when the stars are out. I hate the McCaffrey ain't playing. You know, I hate that the other wide receiver
Brandon Ayuk.
That's good devil, yeah.
It's bothering. I'm like, man, because if we beat them, I want all hands because you know it's gonna be an excuse if the Cowboys win. Oh man, they didn't have all the other. But like Mikey said, hey, that W is a W. It's still in that damn win column. They up one game on us, man, and we got to get that damn game back. So man, look, we're gonna get some final thoughts on them 9 games, and then we're gonna go into our picks. Somebody didn't pick because we don't want to get into it anyway. So
my picks were on the thread.
He had picks in.
If you wasn't on the show,
I did pick.
If you wasn't on the show, we don't give a damn. Anyway,
I picked.
He said bullshit.
On the show, we don't give a damn. Anyway, all right, man. So my last question for the game this Sunday. Okay, so my question is, man, who needs the win worse, the Cowboys or the 49ers? Let's go, Ru. Who needs the win worse?
They do. They do because their division's stronger than them. Their division is pulling together wins. Everything from Arizona to Seattle, who's leading the division right now. They need it more than we do, and I feel like they have better teams in their division than we do. If we lose this game, it is not the end of the world. Only because I feel like 9 wins probably wins this division. Those divisional games are going to be more important to us than anything else this season just to get into the playoffs. And I don't believe in the Eagles. I mean, Jaden Daniels is already hurt, and the Giants are a dumpster fire. You know, I can't say that about the NFC West because the Rams can pull it together at any moment. They've been riddled with fucking injuries, and they can come back at any moment to take over just like they did last year and snuck into the playoffs. The Cardinals seem to have a whole new vigor because I didn't expect them to beat the Chargers at all. I didn't expect them to beat the Chargers at all. I thought they'd be outcoached, and I thought they'd get outplayed, and it just didn't happen. And then you have Seattle, who's on this weird Cinderella run, and it's just like, are they really, you know? But I mean, at the end of the day, those teams are better than the teams that we have in our division. So yeah, it's going to mean more to them because if they lose this game, they're 3-5. It's hard to come back from 3-5.
21. Who needs to win the worst?
I'm with Ru on this. I think the Niners need it more. I think the Niners, you know, they're on this. I feel like they're on this kind of downward spiral right now. Their injuries and everything, they need it worse, you know. But I'm with in the wise words of Ivan Drago, if they die. If they die.
If he dies, he dies. I love it. I love it.
Mikey, who needs to win
And
worse?
the colors are perfect. Like, that was great.
Mikey,
The parallels are perfect. I think the house of cards that they build our season on, our front office did with this whole campaign of 2024 and Mike McCarthy and the morale and the days of our lives drama with the Dallas Cowboys. It's more important to the Dallas Cowboys for the simple fact that it would be the 4th loss in a row to this piece of shit, fuck, motherfucking trash franchise. And I can't live
Here's
through
the
that.
parental disclaimer at the bottom right here for my.
You know, dramatic as it is, you know it. We all know it. Hey, I'm not the one that lives there. Y'all can live. I gotta live here. That's Chris right there. But you know, figuratively in the division, yes, you guys make points. But in the grand football schemes, in no way in hell, when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys and the fucking 49ers, is it more important? You know it's more important to us if you wear the color. Simple and plain.
Yeah.
Simple and fucking plain. This is our biggest rival. It's funny that the Birds think they're our biggest rival. They're not our biggest rival. It's funny that the fucking Giants think they're our biggest. They're not our biggest rival. Hey, dude, it's funny that the Steelers think they're not our biggest rival. This is our biggest rival. So this is more important to the Dallas Cowboys. Every time we play these sons of bitches, fuck them to hell. Fuck them and everybody looks like them.
All right, Kaibo, from an outside perspective, who do you think needs to win the worst?
Honestly, both teams need this dub really bad. The Cowboys are going into the bye week. You need something to get everybody's spirits going. I mean, not the Cowboys. The Niners are going into the bye week. They need something to lift their spirits. Right now, they're 0-3 in the division. That's huge. That's huge. And afterwards, when they come out, they're going against the Seahawks, then the Packers, then the Bills, and then the Bears. That 5-game streak is really rough for them. So they need a dub to come out of that bye week to boost them throughout all those games. And for the Cowboys, man, you just need a dub bad. It's sad to not get this win because then the national media and Jerry Jones is going to start lighting this team on fire. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. I think it might be good for you guys to lose.
I was about to say, is that a bad thing?
Yeah, I'm not mad.
No, not against this team.
Yeah,
not against this team.
It would get results. It would get changes. Changes would actually happen.
No, they won't.
As long as Jerry Jones is alive, ain't shit gonna change, Armando.
That's one thing. That's one thing. It won't change because they're not making any moves. Like this team is not going to trade for any players. They're gonna continue hanging out in the basement. They're not making any moves. It's already been said. They're not gonna do.
Hey, you're seeing Seinfeld? We could make a show about nothing with this fucking team as long as
at the end of the day,
fucking God damn it.
At the end of the day, it goes back to what I said at the beginning. You lose this game, I don't want you to win a game the rest of the damn year. I don't want no middle of the round pick.
Hey,
look, you know how the Wildcats are garbage right now, Papas? We beat ASU, we good. I'm cool with my life. You know what I'm saying? Right? Chris, he's hanging on the laurels of his championship. But if he wants the Buckeyes ass, that's fucking the best Sunday with the cherry on it. God damn, fuck this team.
Well, you know, I guess we can do it like this.
Damn, fuck the 49ers.
Yeah. He found it. He found it.
I hate the 49ers. I hate y'all. I hate the 49ers. Bow, 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 bow.
Y'all some booty cheeks.
Y'all some booty cheeks.
Hey, I figured y'all get a kick out of it. Hey, we'll end the show with that. But look, hey, let's go to our picks, man. Hey, man, let's see. Let me bring up my batter. I'm sorry, man. Y'all had me dying, dude. Mikey is on fire today, bro. He is on fire. Well, since I didn't collaborate Mikey's picks, and I'm sorry because I forgot that he did put it on the stream. I did forget. I'm sorry, Mikey. But next time, come on your own fucking show. Anyway, Dallas Cowboy Chris went 11-4 last week. 21 had a comeback from being in last place, went 10-5. Rue and Boots damn near had a 500, and damn, my player personnel, man, keep going.
It's been rough out here, bro.
That was a rough week, man. There was so many.
Handicapping has been a bitch this year. I'm telling you that right now.
I am not liking my player personnel getting these 500 records, man. I need you to be up here. Okay. so this is what I'm doing. Since I came in first, I will pick first. Okay. So I don't pick it back off nobody else. So I'll pick first. Armando will pick second. Okay. Then Rue, Kuiper, and Mikey. That's the way it'll go. Okay. So this Thursday, we got those Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings lost their first game, and they're playing the Los Angeles Rams. And they're playing in SoFi, man. Give me the Vikings, man, because I think the Rams, just something is missing right there. 21, who you got?
I'm with you, big fella. I got the Vikings on this one. I think the Rams are in a little bit of shambles. They're talking about trading Cooper Kupp right now, So yeah, they're in shambles. I'm taking the Vikings.
All right, Rue.
No Aaron Jones or not. Skull, baby. Skull.
Skull. All right. Kuiper, who you got?
Man, fuck those Rams. Give me the Vikings.
Mikey, who you got?
You got the Vikings.
All right, we got a sweep on that.
Hey, that's a nice shirt you got there, Chris. I'm just saying.
Hey, man, things happen. I didn't get the change. Anyway, hey, it's a good quality. It's nice and thick, and it wears well. It don't bleach well. Anyway, so we got the Ravens. He talking about this. We got the Ravens and the quarterbackless Cleveland Browns. Hey, right now ain't no stopping Lamar. I think this is going to be a clean sweep with everybody. Does anybody disagree?
A lot of y'all owe that man an apology. Okay. A lot of y'all owe that man a damn apology. I don't give a shit.
That Johnny
Manziel that man through the cold.
Dirty.
Lamar Jackson is a motherfucking machine.
He gonna lose in the playoffs.
Hey,
like that. Hear that?
I hope he lose too. I hope he don't.
Only thing I disagree with you, Rue, is if they give Dak this much hate, why Lamar ain't getting it too? Okay, he went to the championship game. Championship game don't mean shit. You got to get to the Super Bowl and win. You got to get to the Super Bowl.
I mean, it's better than the divisional round.
Hey,
let's go forward, gentlemen.
Yeah, we'll go forward. All right. So everybody.
Ravens. The Cleveland Browns are dumpster fire.
All right. So we got Tennessee versus the Detroit Lions. I'm going Lions all day.
Hey, who's favorite quarterback?
Will Levis is a joke.
I'm going Tennessee on this one. I'm going Tennessee. I think Tennessee with the upset.
Okay. Rue.
Hey, I tell you this, Mondo, I'm telling you right now, they're the biggest dog of the week. The biggest dog of the week has done very well through the first 8 weeks or 7 weeks. I'm just going to say that. But fuck all the noise. Give me the Detroit Lions. Give me the Lions, bro. Will Levis is a fucking joke. He'll find a way to lose.
Kuiper, who you got?
Detroit just showed us they can win without Aiden Hutchinson. So, yeah, give me Detroit.
Okay, Mikey.
Hey, did you hear Will whistle through his teeth? A Rube whistle through his teeth? That was funny. I'll take Detroit.
All right. So we got the Colts versus the Texans. This is a division game, but it's in Houston. The Texans just off of that loss, man, to Green Bay. I'm gonna take the Texans on this one. 21. Who you got?
I'm taking the Texans.
Rue?
This game is always like a 3-point game, 2-point game, something stupid. And the Texans look so vulnerable, but I got to go Texans here. Colts don't look good at all. Got to go Texans.
Kuiper, who you got?
If this was Joe Flacco playing, I would go with the Colts. But it's Richardson. He can't throw a pass to save his life. Give me the Texans.
All right, Mikey, who you got? We can't hear you, Mike.
Can't hear you, Mike.
I'll take the Texans.
The Texans. All right. So Packers and Jags. This is over in. Is it in London or is it in Germany? I forget. But I know they.
No, they're back.
No, they're back in the States.
They're back.
Oh, they're
It's
back.
in Florida.
Okay. That was last week. So this is
Yeah.
in Florida. Green Bay and Jacksonville. Let me see. Just because Jacksonville had to do all that traveling, give me the Pack on this one. 21.
Jacksonville feels like they put up points and they got some clicking, so I'm taking Jacksonville on this one.
All right. Rue.
I hate all these favorites I'm picking. Give me the Packers.
All right. Kuiper.
I feel the same way, Rue. Give me the Packers.
All right, Mikey. Turn your
Mikey.
mic on.
You muting yourself?
I like Bigsby. I like Bigsby a lot, but I'll take Coach
ETN's
Liffley. I'll take Coach Liffley.
So that you're going with the Pack, basically, right?
Yes, he's going with the Pack.
Say Pack. God damn it. Anyway,
I'll take the Fudge Packers.
All right. The hated Arizona Cardinals versus the Miami Dolphins. Hey man, as long as Miami don't have a quarterback to throw deep, they lose. Give me the Cardinals. 21.
I'm taking the Cardinals.
Rue.
I know there's been murmurs of Tua's return, but whether he comes back or not, I love that Cardinals offense. Give me the Cardinals.
Kuiper.
The Arizona Cardinals, man. And we're getting our first round defensive tackle back this week, too.
Turd gang.
All right. Mikey.
Turd gang.
Turd gang.
Turd gang. Hey, dude, even if Tua was out there, dude, is it morally right to watch that shit? Like,
He shouldn't be out there. And he's not wearing a Guardian cap.
They asked him too. He said nah.
Yeah, he said no. Yeah,
He was low. If you saw the interview, he was low key kind of like disrespect. He felt like he was disrespected. He was like,
we seen you get knocked the fuck out, bro.
Multiple times too, not just once. Multiple times we've seen that man fucking.
So we got the hapless Jets versus the hapless New England Patriots. The Pats are at home. Give me the Pats. 21. Who you got?
I'm taking the Jets.
Rue.
Give me the fucking Jets.
Kuiper, who you got?
I love New England, man, but I don't see anything special with Drake May right now. Give me the Jets.
All right, Mikey.
Yeah, I'll take the Jets and this GM Aaron Rodgers.
All right. Well,
that's true. That is true as well.
Well, Tampa Bay lost both of their starting receivers in the game Monday night.
That was crazy.
It was crazy at the end of the game too. That really sucked. So man, just by default, man, ATL all day. Kirk Cousins. Mondo, who you got?
Yeah, I'm rolling with ATL, man.
All right, Rue.
I mean, no Evans, no Godwin. It's got to be ATL's game to lose. Give me the Dirty Birds.
All right, Kuiper.
They did me so dirty in that game, man. I have Godwin in almost all of my leagues, and I don't understand why he was in the game to begin with at that point. But yeah, give me ATL. I hate Todd Bowles right now.
He chose ATL. All right.
That was
Mikey,
your
who
coach.
you got? Mikey, who you got? Mikey, stop dancing and give us a pick.
That was the Dirty Bird.
That was it. That was the pick.
Was the Dirty Bird.
I don't watch Falcon football. Anyway.
Well, everybody knows white shoes. Come on now.
All right, man. We got the hated Philadelphia Eagles versus those Bayou Bengals. Well, they ain't in the Bayou. Those Bengals up in Ohio. Give me Cincy in this game because Cincy need to win worse. 21. Who you got?
I got Cincy at home.
Rue.
Give me the Bengals, baby.
All right, Kuiper.
Yeah, give me the Bengals.
Mikey. Oh, he wants Macaulay Culkin. I got that. Home
That was
Alone.
beautiful. I love you.
All right. All right. New Orleans, who still hadn't won the game since they beat the Cowboys versus those LA Chargers. Now, this is a tough game for me just because I don't know which team is worse right now. But since the Chargers is playing at home, give me my head coach, give me Harbaugh for the win. 21.
I got the Chargers. They just come off of that tough loss against the Cardinals. So was it the Cardinals that they played? Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
so I got the Chargers.
All right, Rue.
Saints ain't the same without Olave. Give me the Chargers.
All right, Kuiper.
The Saints ain't the same without Rashid. That's
Both
who
of
they
them,
needed,
shit.
man. Yeah, give me the Chargers. They suck.
And then
Mikey.
and then Timu Patrick Mahomes, Spencer Rattler. I'll take the Superchargers.
Superchargers. All right. Now, this is going to be a good game, man. I like this game here. The Buffalo Bills versus those Sea Chickens from Seattle. Man, I'm the only one that picked them Sea Chickens last week, and I got them. Man, I'm running back with the Sea Chickens. Who you got, 21?
You did.
Yeah, I'm rolling with the Sea Chickens at home.
All right. Rue.
They're gonna be breaking tables in Seattle. Give me Buffalo.
All right. Kuiper.
Nah, the Seahawks are fake. Give me the Bills.
All right.
Fuck, bro.
Mikey.
Like we're fucking related or some shit. This motherfucker.
Mikey,
It's hard to win in Seattle. Cross country chick. I think that shit applies going west too. So I'll take the 12th man, Seattle.
All right. So this is possibly a good game, man. You know, when you play that last place schedule, you get easy wins early. So these two last place teams that got actually pretty good records, man. These Chicago Bears versus those hated Washington Commanders. Commanders at home. Give me the Commanders. I hate to say it. 21.
Well, remember Mariota.
Yeah, I don't know. Is Daniels is
Mariota starting?
Mariota starts. Yeah,
I think he's a game time decision.
Game time.
I'm going Chicago on this one.
All right, Root.
The Bears.
I don't think Mariota can pull off another miracle, and with Daniels banged up, that Chicago defense is no joke. Give me the Bears.
All right, Kuiper.
Even if Daniels was playing, I'd still take the Bears defense to whoop him. So give me the Bears.
All right, Mikey.
Just for personal interest, I'll take the Bears.
Okay.
Because we need the fucking Charmanders to lose.
Right. The Prairie Kittens versus those ponies from the Rocky Mountains. They in Denver. Give me the Broncos.
Yeah,
21.
I'm rolling with the Broncos.
All right, Rue.
Mile High City, baby.
All right, Kuiper.
Give me Bo Nix.
All right, Mikey.
Yeah, I'm with that, Bo Nix.
Okay, do we even need to discuss this?
We do, actually.
Okay, all right, I'm going KC. 21.
We do, actually.
Shit, man. I'm rolling Las Vegas in Vegas, man.
You going who?
I'm going Vegas in Vegas.
All right, Rue.
So another huge dog for the week.
Yep.
Kansas City's got them zebras behind them. But the Raiders always give these motherfuckers problems.
Yeah, they
always
do, bro.
give
They
these
do.
boys
You're
problems.
right.
If they get up for any game, it's this game. And I actually feel pretty good about Minshew starting. Give me the upset. Give me the Raiders.
All right.
Raiders.
Kuiper.
Man, I don't have confidence in Minshew. If it was Aiden O'Connell, I'd feel a different way. But the Zebras are always behind KC, so until they cruise otherwise, give me KC.
All right, Mike.
I'm on the same sentiment, same everything. KC.
All right. So Monday Night Football, man, the Pittsburgh Steelers versus those hated New York Giants in the NYC. Give me the Steelers all day, every day. 21.
Steelers, fuck the Giants.
All right, Rue.
Steelers are system. Will be on bye next week. Give me the Steelers. And that line has jumped tremendously. 3.5 to 6.5.
Kuiper, who you got?
Yeah, it's not close. Give me the Steelers.
All right, Mikey, who you got?
Yeah, we'll go with Russ. And Russ we trust.
Going with Russ. All right. So Sunday night football here in the great state of California, about 45 minutes south of where the big fella is. The Dallas Cowboys versus those hated San Francisco 40 fucking Niners. The record versus all-time matchups, head up. 49ers 20 victories, Cowboys 19 with one tie.
One motherfucking
tie. We used to be ahead, remember, to these 4 straight losses.
By 3.
So I think it's time the Cowboys flip it. Okay? Don't be pussy whoop. Pussy. Let's go. Let's go. All right. 21. Who you got?
Mikey lives in everybody.
We need some fucking get back, man. We need some get back. I wish I could be there. I was almost there, man. I was almost almost gonna call Chris and say, "Hey, let me crash on the couch." But
dude, for real, we were like that too.
But give me them Cowboys, baby.
All right, Rue, who you got, baby?
I need this to be a 35-32 win. That's what I need this to be. But I don't believe that's what I'm going to get. Give me the Niners 20-17.
Woo. Oh, you fuck.
All right, Kuiper, who you got?
As much as I believe the Cowboys coaching staff could outcoach Shanahan in this game, it's not going to happen. It's just not. Give me the Niners 24-10.
All right, Mikey, who you got?
Oh, shit. I'm with Rue with the score. But flip that shit. Cowboys 20-17.
20-17. All right, man.
I gotta see that they use this goddamn bye week for something. And if we lose off a bye week, Mike McCarthy's not making the plane ride home. Book it.
He ain't coming. He ain't coming back.
Should have left his ass after the
Talking about
Packers.
sleeping on somebody's couch. Mike McCarthy's gonna be all Chris.
Let me in, Chris. We had some good times. You remember those 12-win seasons, don't you?
Hey, this show has been epic. I love this shit. Especially when Mike gets to use the mute button.
Well, let's go, man. Our final thoughts. We'll start with 21. Go ahead, baby.
Final thoughts. As Mikey said earlier, this is a big fucking rivalry game. I don't care, what team thinks that there are rivals. They're not. The Niners are our rivals. I grew up, watching that 90s football, and it was always Cowboys, Niners. So we need this fucking win. We need to get back on this winning track against this team. And, if he dies, he dies. Let's go Cowboys.
All right. Let's go.
I love that shit.
I'm sorry. I meant to go here. Hold on. I'm sorry. There, Rue. Go, Rue.
Just please prove me wrong. That's all I really ask, man. Just prove me wrong. Show me that you can put up 30 points. Show me that you can get into a shootout and win a game. Show me that your offense is what I believe it to be, because it has to be better than what I've seen. It has to get better. Rely on your younger receivers. Rely on Rico Dowdle. Stop letting the bullshit get in the way and just be the offense that I know you can be and finish in the fucking red zone like Mikey told us in the fucking beginning. Finish the goddamn drives. Don't get 3 and outs. For the love of God, McCarthy, you've had 2 weeks. They are decimated. Prove me fucking wrong and beat this fucking team for the love of God.
All right. So let's go, Mikey. Mikey, give me your final thought, baby.
it's there for the taking. It's on a silver platter. You're not gonna have this team. You know what I mean? It is what it is. This is to reinstore to realign the incompetence of this football illiteracy, this football retardedness that we've seen. Run the damn ball. Run the damn ball. You know, like the other day, we were watching the Niners and the Chiefs, and I know that Shanahan and Reed, but they were using traps. They were being elaborate with their fucking running game. Let's get a little creative. Take some LSD while you're up there, and let's call some fucking football plays. Because God damn it, we need this win. Finish. Fuck the 49ers. Fuck these motherfuckers to hell. Statistics say we need to win this motherfucker. Let's reinstore the faith back into the 2021 season. Fuck the Niners.
All right. Kyle, give me your final thoughts, baby.
This is gonna be the difference in picking in a top 10 pick or being in the 20s. This game right here. So you're either gonna beat the Niners or you're gonna sell house and restart. Beat the Niners or make the changes. Trade for somebody, man. There's a lot of people on the block right now. Make a change. Get somebody in the house and bring the spirits up and out physical the fucking Niners because fuck the Niners, Mikey.
All right. So say, man, my final thoughts is this. Come here, baby. Come here. All right, y'all. This is if people who don't know, this is my wife. Tomorrow we will be married 25 years. 25. I was sexier then. I didn't have no gray and everything like that. And she keep looking better, and I keep looking older, man.
Yeah, you got a Jerry curl.
Yeah, I had my little Jerry curl, my little stash, and I got locks. But look, man, I just want to thank my wife, number one, for letting me do this. Hey, and guys, she's actually letting me go to the game on our anniversary weekend, and she's paying for it. Thank you, Lord.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Lord. So, hey, man, I just want to come on my show with my wife. Happy anniversary, baby. Happy. Mwah. All right. So, man.
Congratulations, man.
Say, man, and we're gonna always end it like this, cause Mikey loved this song right here.
Damn, fuck the 49ers. Yeah, fuck the 49ers. Yeah, fuck the 49ers. Y'all a sorry ass team. Thanks. Fuck the 49ers. Damn, I hate the 49ers. I hate y'all. I hate the 49ers. Y'all bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams. Hey. Y'all lost to the Chiefs. Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty cheeks. Hey. Super Bowl.
Oh, this is so bad.
Hey,
y'all some
fuck the
booty
49ers.
cheeks.
I hate the 49ers. I hate that fucking team. Brock Purdy look like Jimmy Neutron friend Sheen. I've never really heard that team so much. Where can I begin? Man, fuck George Kittle, bro. He look like Ben Franklin. Man, fuck Brock Purdy, bro. He look like Ronald Reagan. Man, fuck Debo Samuel, bro. He look like the baby. Man, fuck the 49ers. I can't say
it's
it
the same
enough,
dude
man.
that
I thought
did
y'all
the
had this
fucking
one,
Dak
huh? Yeah, that
song,
shit
right?
was just a bluff. And I ain't trying to hear what you gotta say about my team because we both went home with the same amount of rings. Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty cheeks. Hey. Y'all lost to the Chiefs. Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty cheeks. Hey.
All right, man. For that being said, man, like we always say, man, Dallas Cowboys for life.
What up, bitchy Cowboys? Bow, bow, bow. Y'all some booty cheeks.
Yeah, let me give a big shout out to St. Louis Joe, in the building. Always WWE. Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him?
The loyalist. You got Cowboy Beat in the building.
The great Cowboy Beat.
Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. I'm excited. Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction? He did.
Hey man, hey,
dancing.
Hold on, player. Sometimes I screw up, player. You know, hey man,
Players fuck up.
Hey, yeah, players fuck up sometimes. Yeah. First day of pads. Say man, you know, we all play, man. It's just something about that first day. Ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. Because now to me,
tomorrow tells the truth. Today was the first, but tomorrow tells the truth.
I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. You know, I know we all co-hosts, but you know, I like to have a little quick monologue before we get into a subject. You know, your ass always got to, spread shit and eating wings and
motherfucker sprint.
Calm down.
Calm
down, Mikey. Calm down, Mikey.
What you sprinting right now?
Yeah, we got a long show. We can go as long as you want to, man. So 21, what you got for Brock today, man?
Pleasure to meet you, Brock. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. Shout out to Brock, man. Welcome to the show. Hey, I got the hard hitting questions. So I got the controversial.
You'd have come out with that Waterburger in and out, right?
We kind of keep it light, but big fella, I gotta hit him with Walter Cronkite stuff here.
Okay.
Drake or Kendrick?
See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never really grew up liking Kendrick like that, right? I've always been a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drake, but not like us. Like I was telling Terrence the other day, because Terrence is a huge Kendrick fan. I was like, not like us has me feel like a certain way, because I'm like sitting there like vibing in that song, but it's like this is Drake, and I'm a Drake fan over Kendrick any day. So that's not the only Kendrick song I like. Yeah.
And remember, subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. If you love us, tell your friends about us. Like.